All three of us are grandfathers, and that's that.
Look what you've done with the place.
She wanted to make her mum proud. If she hasn't done that all her life.
We can't tell anybody about the baby yet.
I just told Bill.
Yeah, and I told Harry. I told many, many people.
You're about to become a great-grandmother.
Great-grandmother. I'm leaving that out of the bio.
Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell, and this is my review of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. And it's the sequel to the 2008 film Mamma Mia, which is based on the Broadway musical of the same name. And during the events of this film, an unmentioned amount of time has passed since the two films, and during those events, Donna, played by Meryl Streep in the original, has passed away. And so the majority of this film focuses on Amanda Seyfried's character Sophie, who is Donna's daughter. She was in the first one as well. And we basically have her open up this refurbished version of her mom's hotel, and it's this big grand opening she's preparing for, inviting a lot of her mom's friends and famous guests and her three dads and things of that sort. And so while that's going on, we also get to see flashbacks to a young Donna, played by Lily James, and see basically how she ended up in Greece and on this island, and eventually how she met up with the three guys and ended up pregnant. So does this film hit all the right notes, or does it just end up getting booed off stage? Let's find out. Now right off the bat, Lily James is easily the selling point of this film. I think she is easily, probably in my opinion at least, the best part of the movie. I think that the portrayal that she gives as a young Donna, as this free spirit, this adventurous person who just wants to explore the world and see everything that's out there, is really, really captivating, something which I think a lot of people can relate to. And as an actress, I've enjoyed Lily James in a number of different films, from Cinderella to Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, and now this film is the first that I can think of offhand where she really gets to bolster her singing chops. And she has a fantastic voice, and she's gorgeous to boot. And she's gorgeous as well, so she's a delight to look at on screen, which doesn't hurt anything by a chance. Fucking hell. And she's gorgeous as well, so she's just a delight to look at on screen, and it doesn't hurt the film whatsoever. I also thought that Amanda Seyfried, she also did a very good job in this film, because, like I said, the film kind of bounces back and forth between these two stories. The stories by themselves are not quite enough to fill a full movie time slot, so I think it's really smart that they decided to tell Donna's backstory as well as tell the sequel story in the present day. Obviously the two stories kind of bounce off each other, they kind of reflect on each other and mirror each other to some various degrees, because in some different ways they show the two women going through similar struggles to an extent. Dominic Cooper, also in this film, has a much smaller role, but he was a fun thing to see on screen. He's not in the film all that much, but I enjoyed seeing him for what he did. He has one duet, I believe, with Amanda Seyfried, and he does a good job with it. Overall, the singing in this film is just really, really good. It was easily my favorite part of the film, aside from the actresses. They sang a lot of the ABBA songs, which were not in the original film, as far as I remember. I haven't seen the original movie in a very long time. And then they also have some callbacks to the original, like Dancing Queen and another one, which I can't think of off the top of my head. But they're all performed very, very well. The choreography is easily one of my favorite parts as well, because especially, at least towards the beginning of the film, where we have like this graduation scene, where we have Lily James and her friends singing I Kissed the Teacher, I think I don't know the title, but it's something of that sort. And then we also have a scene when she's in Greece and she's in this restaurant. There's a really cool choreographed scene with that. It does kind of get toned down a little bit the farther the film goes, because they just, I don't know if they ran out of money or something, but the songs get a little less ambitious as they go on in regards to choreography, aside from the very last number of the film. A couple issues I have with the film, however. Meryl Streep, she's in the film for a very, very small amount of time, and honestly, I didn't really feel like her presence was all that necessary. The one scene which she is in, I understand why they put her in there, but again, I think the film would have worked just as well without her being in it whatsoever, and then it just kind of makes the remainder of the film kind of strange, because she hasn't really been in most of it just up until that point. I also just thought the very last scene before it cuts to like this fun music and credits montage thing was just a little bit strange when you kind of think about it. It's supposed to be this kind of touchy and heartfelt moment, but when you just kind of think about what's going on, it just seems a little bit awkward, I would think. But maybe I've just been watching too much of CinemaSins or something, so my mind's just going to these places when I watch movies now. Guys, overall, I had a delightful time with Mamma Mia. Here we go again. I'm a big fan of musicals, if you're not aware of that, so every time the actors started singing on screen, aside from Pierce Brosnan's short number, which I had to kind of cringe at, everything else sounded really, really good to me, from what I can recall at least. And I just had a fun time with this film. I had a smile on my face every time there was singing happening. I thought that Lily James did a fantastic job portraying a young version of Donna. I thought Amanda Seyfried also did a very good job in her role. And I presume that this is going to be the last film in this series of sorts, unless they decide to do another sequel somehow with kind of basing off of the present, or the idea of how this film ends. Yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on Mamma Mia. Here we go again. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe once again if you so choose. I appreciate it immensely. And as always, my people, my name is Nick Pell. And once again, keep on watching.